Alright guys, it's time for another game preview, and this time, thankfully, it isn't against the Flames, but there is a new threat to be worried about, as the Habs are about to square off Rocky and Apollo style against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Yeah, that's right. So if you're new here, grab yourselves a beer and park that ass on a chair. As we're about to take a look at the last time these two teams met, we'll discuss their positions in the standings, take a look at the projected lineups for tonight's game, and of course, take a look at the player statistics of both teams to see which players are most likely to kick some ass up in here. But first, if you guys are a fan of the Habs or just hockey in general, please consider subscribing to my channel, as I upload hockey content daily and would really enjoy if you guys tagged along for the ride. And if you want to get in on some action here, take a stab at predicting the score for tonight's game in the comment section, and if you guess it right, I will pin your comment and give you a shout out in the game review for this one tomorrow. The man, the myth, the legend who predicted the score in my last game preview video was Luke Skywalker. Luke Bannerman actually. And this lucky mofo predicted the score and defied all odds, as he picked the Habs to win at a time when everybody was picking the Flames. So nice win, Luke. Now, the last time these two teams met was also on a Wednesday night, and it was on April the 7th when the Leafs won by a score of 3-2. So, tonight, will the Habs avenge that loss and string together a second straight victory? Or will they, continue to go a step up and then fall a few steps down? I guess we'll have to wait and see, but one thing's for sure, being in the final playoff position in the conference, these points are precious right now, Smeagol style. And down the road here, the Habs have some very stiff competition coming up. They play the Leafs several more times before the season comes to an end. Now, the Leafs, of course, are in first place in the Northern Division and have been there now since the Queen was like 10 years old, or at least that's the way it seems, right? Jeez, teams have not been able to catch up to these guys. Now moving on to the projected lineups for tonight's game, and let's start things off here by taking a look at the Habs. And taking a look at the forwards here, I expect things to stay the same for the game against the Leafs, although these are always subject to change, especially considering there's been quite a few day-to-day injuries right now. I'm not sure if Drouin is close to returning or Paul Byron. I guess we'll have to wait and see. As for the defensemen, I'm not sure if they're going to go back with Alexander Romanov for this game, or if they're going to keep John the Bomb Mural and Gus together on the third pairing, as I thought, these guys were actually playing pretty solid, especially Mural. So we'll just have to wait and see which lucky names gets drawn out of Ducharme's hat. As for the Leafs projected line, these guys are still without Zach Hyman right now, and Nick Foligno is officially in the lineup on the first line with Matthews and Marner. So yeah, this guy must be just loving the shit out of that right now, playing with two-star forwards like Matthews and Marner. Like, geez, even I can score 50 points with these guys. They've also got Galchenyuk on their second line. I think he kind of cooled off a little bit here, but nothing lights a spark under somebody's ass more than playing against their former team. Right? Even if you're Galchenyuk, who's got, about 20 former teams by now, but the Habs is definitely at the top of his hit list. Moving on to their defense, and you gotta watch out for Morgan Riley, that's for sure, and let's see if the Jake Muzzin and Josh Anderson battle continues during this game. It seems like these guys have been trying to whisper in each other's ear throughout the entire season. So, with all that out of the way, let's take a look at the Habs player statistics here, and at the very top of the list, who now has 25 goals, is Tyler Toffoli. He's got 36 points in 44 games, followed by Jeff Petrie, who now has 33 points in 47 games. Next, we've got Thomas Tatar, who's got 30 points in 46 games, and fourth on the team in points is Nick Suzuki, who's 1 point away from 30 with 29 in 47 games. Now, moving on to the Toronto Maple Leafs statistics, and at the very top of their food chain is Mitch Marner. This guy has 59 points now in 48 games, followed by Austin Matthews, who's got 58 points in 44 games. Third on the team in points is John Tavares with 44 in 48 games, and little Willie Nylander, he now has 35 points in 43 games. So yeah, quite a massive difference here in point totals for both teams, but every time these two teams play is quite entertaining. So let's see who wins this one, guys. That does it for this game preview video. Don't forget to leave your predictions for the score in the comment section. Go Habs go, and good luck, Leafs fans.